You were recently admitted to sleeping with boxer Yusaf Mack, and I was wanting to know if you can explain to us how you first linked up with him.
I recently had a night of fun with Yusaf Mack, the professional boxer, and basically we met in the club while he was hosting an event, and he recently, kind of came out the closet in a way. So, looking at how sexy I am, of course, like I just went like right around in the VIP area, and he immediately was like, "Get her!" Like I seen him mention to his manager, "Get her," signals me. So I'm like, "Okay, what's up?" I'm gonna introduce myself, and all I know is he's like, I know who you are. You are Sidney Starr. You're the, one of the most famous trannies. That's how you said it. And, I'm like, yeah, that's me. And I'm probably the best you'll ever meet, baby. And all I know is he liquored me up. We had fun dancing. And, it was like white on rice. Like, I couldn't move without having him, like, behind me or just beside me. I'm just like that girl. I appeal to so many men. I'm like a fantasy for men. So he just was like, you want to come back to the room? I was like, hell yeah, let's get it popping. And we were already by then, about when the time was over of the club, we were like lit. Like when I tell you, I was fucked up. And like we went and we had a ball, baby. When I tell you, this tranny pussy, it just sprung, dudes. He is sprung already. And to be honest, that happened about a week ago. And like right now, we're like kind of trying to maybe make a relationship out of this, to be honest. We really are talking like he wants to like be with me. He wants to like be with Sidney Starr. That crazy. Now when you're dealing with a bitch like me, all what's going on. Like I'm not trying to be like a bad person, but I told him, "Do you know what you're dealing with?" And he was like, "I know." And he's like, "Yeah, he don't care." And baby, when we had sex, it was awesome. He put it down, was like bang, 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 like ooh.
Well, that was going to be my next question, if it was just a one night thing or if you guys were moving into more of a relationship type thing.
Well, honestly, I thought it was just going to be like a one night of fun. You know how when you go to the club, you just don't really try to go to the club looking for a boyfriend. And I honestly have a boyfriend already that I'm talking to that's a rapper. And I didn't really look at it as I'm trying to make this man my husband. And all I know is the night of us having fun, like after the day was over, baby, the texts came through like I miss you. I'm like, dang, I must have really, really put it down. And he's just like, he wants to be open with me. He's like, I don't care if the world knows I'm with you. And, most people that know who Sidney Starr is, they know that, I'm a very controversial transgender female. And he is open with it. And I'm like, well, baby, if you want to do this, let's do it. Like, because I'm open for trying new things too. I've never dated a boxer before. I'm known to just dating rappers and, mostly the rap thing is my thing. But I never dated a boxer before. I'm just hope one day, hopefully he don't, if we're together and he get mad at me, I hope he don't whoop my ass or knock my ass out. But baby, he's a very sweet guy. He's a nice guy.
Well, he admitted to be his attraction to transgender people. So, would you label him a heterosexual or a bisexual?
I see myself as a heterosexual female. Even though people know what's going on with me. Like, I physically see myself as a full blown woman. And I have the mind and brain of a woman. I don't do this, is not something I don't take my breast off at the end of the night or take off my hair at the end of the night. This is something that's every day with me. So he is definitely a heterosexual male in my eyes. Other people might have other opinions, the haters, and fuck the haters because I'm I'm here because of the haters. The haters motivate me. So yeah, he's straight. Any male that deals with me is a straight heterosexual male, because all you see is woman. Woman, all you see is breasts, pretty face, fat booty. Now you can't tell me that's not no fat booty. What man gonna deny that? I am the Nicki Minaj of the trans. I'm the Beyonce of the transgender women. Like, you can't deny it. Straight.
Right. So, in a previous interview, you also said that Yusaf was drugged when he filmed the gay porn video. Is this something, despite him saying that he consented to it, is this something that he told you, or this is just something that you believe?
Yeah, he told me that they drugged him and he just wasn't in his right mind. And he does not like dudes. He doesn't like men. He is not into gay men. He does not. Whatever happened that night, that's his past. Everybody makes a mistake, and I believe that whoever, he is definitely like a hot commodity, especially in the gay community. Like, a lot of guys, they want to be with him. He is cute. He has a nice body, big dick. Why not? So yeah, he's not. I represent LGBT, so he just is not into gay men. He's into women, or beautiful transgender women like myself.
Right. So, moving on, another celebrity that you were linked to at the end of 2015 was Rae Sremmurd's Swae.
Oh.
Just in the fact that you took a picture with him and it took off. The blogs picked it up, the Instagram pages picked it up. But he later responded to it and referred to you as a man.
Yes, and I'm going to let how I feel about that situation. First of all, anybody that knows, like I said, in the rap industry, I'm young. No reason why you shouldn't know who I am. First of all, I never disrespected him. I never I said nothing about us having sex. I never went on my Instagram when I posted our picture. I'm a very popular person. So sometimes Baller Alert, Shade Room, they take things off my page when I'm with other celebrities. Never did they say Sidney Starr claims to have sexual relations with Rae Sremmurd. They just said Sidney Starr spotted with Rae Sremmurd. So I guess he took it upon himself, Swae, to claim that nothing happened. Like, okay, did I say anything about us having sex? First of all, just because I take a picture with you don't mean I had sex with you. That's what people get it wrong out with me. And I found that he was very disrespectful for calling me a man. There's ways to say things. You could have said this is a transgender. Like, he got a lot of heat from the trans community because of that. And baby, like, you not my type. I just was like, we were in the same area. Like, come on now. And I was like, oh, let's get a pic. And he was happily okay to take a picture. I'm a bad bitch. Why not? You saw how my body is. He could have said no. He definitely took his time to stop and take a picture. And I'm not trying to have no beef with people, but I just think it's really stupid the way he tried to disrespect me and the transgender community as a whole, because I kind of represent the transgender community. So if you're calling me a man, you're calling every other transgender woman a man too. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I just, with that situation and being said, I think, I was a fan, but I'm no longer a fan of him. No longer. I honestly posted a picture with us together on my page again, saying, being jokeful, because I feel like since you want to clown me on your Instagram, so I'm going to clown you on my Instagram. I said, doesn't this picture of me and Swae from Rae Sremmurd look like I just bailed out my little musty ass brother? Isn't this cute? And he's happy to be free. So no hard feelings. Everybody has their own situation about me, their opinion. I just feel like if you're a public figure, you should know how to handle yourself and say things to don't disrespect a certain community, because baby, we are a strong community right now.
Right.
we're all out there right now. The transgender community, the gay community has been big, but we are totally different. Gay and transgender are totally different. We're not the same. It's two different columns. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I am not a gay male. I'm a transgender female. It's totally two different situations. So, they always like to leave out us transgenders the most. So that's why you gotta have a bitch like me that's gonna make it known. Mark, I'm gonna make sure bitches like us get our shine.
Right.
You good.
Well, on the same question, your friend Shauna Brooks responded to Swae, and she said that Rae Sremmurd was actually trying to holler at you that night. Is there any truth to that, or was she?
You know, I'm I'm not even gonna lie, like, no, I really didn't have any, like, I just didn't, nothing happened. Nothing happened. I mean, I noticed a little bit of attraction, but that's what I get when I'm around any other male, like, you know what I mean? But my girlfriend, she met the other one, it's two of them. So what it comes, I think a bit of stuff happened with her and him, but with me, it was just, no, I'm good. Like, even if it was, I wouldn't even say anything because he is not worth my time right now. And I wish him the best. I wish them the best in their career because all I want is positivity for 2016. Because I came so far from the whole Chingy situation. You know what I mean? Getting away from that, trying to, people will not let that die. Let it die, people. What's done was done. I did what I did. I was big enough to apologize and big up to myself for being a bigger person and knowing that I said I was wrong. But people don't want to let me live and get away from it. They just want to see me be negative and fail. And I really have a sad, bad thing to say, but I'm about to turn up this 2016. You're going to see my ass everywhere. All over your TV screen. So all the haters, they're going to be even more upset. So I'm sorry. I'm just here. I'm here. I'm here, honey.
What are your thoughts on how the media promotes the transgender lifestyle today?
It's a 50-50 situation how I feel that the media promotes transgenders all over. Because, okay, let's be real. The media loves messy stuff from us. They don't pay us no mind if it's not really about something juicy. If it's about someone who we dealt with. You know what I mean? I feel that that's kind of, it is what it is. That's how we are recognized, to be honest. Most of the time, we don't get recognized for the good that we do. Like, right now, to be honest, so really the only transgender female, really, to be honest, that's really, doing it real big, like, in a great positive light, I would say is Caitlyn Jenner, and, Laverne Cox. And there's a lot of other people, a few other people on a hand, fingers, not like 20-30.
Right.
And I want to be one of those as well because I honestly, let's be real, Sidney Starr is always linked to drama. I'm the drama queen. And I feel like eventually I don't want to be this drama queen. I want to change for the better. I really have been trying to change for the better. And people just don't want to see Sidney Starr change for the better. They want to see her turn up. They want to see her get with all the celebrities. They want to see her put dicks in her mouth and all that. They want to see all that drama and this and crazy. And I mean, that is who I am. I'm a fun girl, but I don't like the way the media portrays us. It really is not it's not like to my 100% I don't like it. I feel like it could be a big change. We need to change that. Like, we need to be, throw me on media takeout for me giving something to a homeless person off the street. They're not going to care about that. You know what I mean? Yeah. They're going to be like, what tour bus did she get on this weekend? So it's like, I feel like I'm a changer. I'm like the Martin Luther King of the transgenders. I have a dream that one day us trannies will be able to be just out there for being regular women and not for the drama that we bring. Because we're like regular women. Like, women bring drama, and, we just are a special type of species,
Right.
I want people to really, really be on the lookout for your girl, Sidney Starr, the transgender diva, because I have a lot in store for 2016. You're going to be seeing these big ass boobies all over the place. And I know I'm annoying, but y'all know y'all love me. So I want you guys to follow me on Instagram, Sidney Starbad, SidneyStarrbad. Follow my annoying big booby ass, and I promise you, if you're not a fan, you're gonna be a fan by the time you get done watching me. Hey.
Kobe raped a white woman in Colorado. Dr. Cosby raped 37 bitches and is still counting. Nobody leaves this business clean. Michael Jackson fucked little white children.
It's hip hop, man. The kids listen to hip hop, they use the N-word. Point blank, period. Yeah, like there's no way around it. You know what I mean? I'm at a concert the other day. Nothing but white kids in the concert.